Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshua, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shai. So gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, already concepted or not. In the sincere salutation to all the ark and pushing the truth and believing in truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hope for the elect. And shalom to the Akbar who are listening, learning, you few sisters who are listening, learning. I'm Isaiah from Jeremiah Solano Camp, coming at you with another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. Another daily edification, Lord, wouldn't be edifying. So I titled this lesson, Shemitic or Semitic, Jew or Jewish, Israelite or Israeli. Now, these devils is trying to hide behind being Semitic, which is really Shemitic, okay? Noah's oldest son, Shem. The so-called white man is not the only Shemitic nation, okay? There are many Shemitic nations. So showing you how these devils hide behind this word, which applies to other nations as well. So first I want to get here in Entomology Online, right? I want to get the word Shemitic from Entomology Online. Now they say 1847, a Jew, rabbi, Assyrian, or Aramean, a Jew, Arab, Assyrian, or Aramean, which is all from the line of Shem, which I'm going to show you. It's an apparently isolated use from 1797. Okay, it's an apparently isolated use from 1797. Refers to Semitic language group. It's a back formation from Semitic or else from French Semite 1845, from modern Latin Semita, from the late Latin Sem, Greek Sem, Shem, it got Shem, one of the three sons of Noah. It's regarded as the ancestor of the Semites in Bible-based anthropology from Hebrew Shem. In this modern sense, it is said to have been introduced by German historian August Schloser in 1781. In this modern sense, it is said to have been introduced by German historian August Schloser in 1781. Well, this go way back before 1781. Okay? The Bible was written way before 1781. So listen to this. It the credit, if such it be, or having originated the name Semitic from Noah's son Shem, for the Hebrew group, it is to be given either to Shalozer or it's Ichthorn, to which of the two is doubtful. The first known use of the term is in Shalozer's article on the Chaldeans in Eghorn's Repertorum 161, 1781. And he seems to claim the honor of its invention, but the similar claim is made by Eghorn himself without mention of Shalozar in his whatever book. It's a 1794. He wrote a book. Philip Schaff, Religious Encyclopedia, 1889. So you got these three different guys trying to take claim on the word Shem or Shemitic, because there is no Semitic, because the man name, our forefather name is Shem. So here you got three Edomites trying to take the claim, right? It's a 1979, I'm Salakia, 1797, denoting the major language group that includes Hebrew, Arabic, or Arabic, Aramaic, Assyrian, etc., distinguished by trilateral verbal roots and vowel inflection. 1826, it say as of or pertaining to, because that's what ish means. Okay? So they saying right here the words, because this is the word for Semitic. It's a Semitic adjective, 1797, denoting the major language group that includes Hebrew, Arabic, Aramaic, Assyrian, etc., distinguished by trilateral verbal roots and vowel inflection. 1826, as of or pertaining to Semites, showing you that Semitic and Jewish is, that's what Jewish means, that's what ish means. That's what Semitic is, pertaining to or trying to be like, right? It's a as a noun, as the name of linguin look, Salakia, linguistic, Salakia, as a noun, as a name of linguistic family from 1813. In non-linguistic use, it is perhaps directed from the German Semitiscus in recent use, often with the specific sense Jewish, but not historically so the limit. So here it is that they telling you that the word they went back from 1797 Semitic, right? Now they've been fighting over this since it's a this one guy had a claim on it in 1781. It say as he seemed to claim the honor of its invention in 1781. So here they've been fighting over this word Semitic since the late 1700s, right? This was way back in the scripts, man. Way before these guys came on the scene. So it say right here, anti-Semitism, also anti-Semitism, 1881, from German anti-Semitism, first used by Wilhelm Marr, 1819 to 1904, German radical nationalist and race agitator who founded the anti-Semitism Linga in 1879. Okay, so here they is fighting over a word that doesn't applies to everybody. Okay, and who it applies to is more than one nation. So they fighting over a word like it just applies to them only. Now let's get this. I want to read that because that's from Entomology Online. Okay, and that's the best that Esau Edom got right now, man. Because it break down every word, man. When you go type in whatever word you're looking for, it breaks the words down. So here it is. They've been fighting over this word since 1781, man. Okay, and who created it? The Lord created it. Now look at this. In Genesis, this was way before. This is way before these devils came up with the entomology, man. This is Genesis 10 and 1. Now these are the generation of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Salakia. And unto them were sons born after the flood, right? Shem being the oldest. Now jump down to the sons of Shem, right? Now I say also it say unto Genesis 10 and 21. Unto Shem also the father of all the children of Eber, which Eber go back to Ibar, which is Hebrew. It said the brother of Japheth, the elder, even to him were children born. Now this Genesis 10 and 22. It said the children of Shem, Elam, and Ashur are Faxed and Lud and Aram, right? Let's click on these just to show you. And all these sons of Shem had sons, man. Okay? Now I say Elam, right? Just to show you. These are all Shemitic tribes, man. Okay? These are all Shemitic tribes. So he had Elam, right? It say Elam, known country and people northwest of Lower Tigris, Assyrian, right? Now I just read to you in the etymology online, right? It said a Jew, Arab, Assyrian, and Aramean, right? Which Aramean come from the son right here, Aram. These are all Shemitic tribes, man. Okay? See, the Syrian or Aramean people, Aram or Syrian, the nation, Aram or Arameans. Okay? Now hold on. When you go to Lud, right? So you got Lud, it's a Lud or Lydia, right? The fourth listed son of Shem, and supposed progenitor of the Lydians, right? Okay, let's go back. And when you go into these names, these are all Shemitic people, man. Our fact said, right? Our fact said, let's see, you say, according to the most, so let's say from Nineveh, Assyrian. Let me see. So as far as it say, you got the region of Assyria. Okay, it said the region of Assyria. Let's go back. Now here's Ashur. So it say Ashur. It say Assyrian, the second son of Shem, ancestor of the Assyrians. Right now in the etymology online, let me read again. Etymology online said Semite, 1847, a Jew, Arab, Assyrian, or Armenian, or Aramean, because these are all Shemites, man. These are all Shemites. I just want to show you this because now we got to deal with the word Jews, okay? The word Jew. Now, right here it say the children of Shem were Elam and Ashur and Arphaxad and Lud and Ram. And Aram had Uz and Hol and Jether and Gether and Mash. Arphaxad had Selah, and Selah begot Eber, right? These are all Shemitic tribes, man. It say, and unto Eber were two sons. The name of one was Peleg, which is the lineage we come through. For in his days was the earth divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. And Joktan begot Amodad, and it's a Shalip, and Hazamarthas, Hazamaveth, and Jaran. These are all Shemites, man. These sons of Joktan. And Joktan had, so all these were the sons of Joktan. One, two, three. He had, say Joktan begat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sons that Joktan had, man. Joktan had 13 sons. These are all Shemitic, whoever they are today. Okay? These are all Shemitic, man. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Let's see what they say for Joktan. I'm curious because I never looked it up before. So let's see now. Before I go on. Because now we got to deal with, because it's plain about Shem. Okay, there's many tribes to Shem. The so-called white man ain't the only Shemitic tribe, man. Okay? Look, Joktan, smallness, son of Eber, and descendant of Shem, and patriarch of various Arabian tribes. Okay? An Arabian patriarch. Now we know you got the Ishmaelites today, the Arabians. They come from Abraham's oldest son, Ishmael, right? But this land, an Arabian patriarch. Okay, so let's get this. Let's go back. These are all, and that's why I say here again. That's why I say here again. It's a Semite, 1847, a Jew, Arab, Assyrian, or Aramean, because these are all Shemitic tribes. Now, let me get this. Now, when you go to Genesis 29, dealing with Jacob, right? When he dwelt in the land, this is verse 4. It said, and Jacob said unto them, my brethren, whence be ye? And they said, of Haran are we. This is when he went to Laban, right? Now Laban, they say, and he said unto them, verse 5, know ye Laban, the son of Nahor? And he said, we know him, right? He said unto them, is he well? And they said, he is well. And behold, Rachel, his daughter, cometh with the sheep. So this is when Jacob went to Laban and he worked to get Rachel and Leah, or Leah and Rachel, right? So unto Jacob, let me see. Unto Jacob, let's go right here to chapter 30. Now unto Jacob was born his first four sons, right? Let me see here. As a matter of fact, moving too fast. Let's go back. Jacob's fourth son was named Judah, right? me see. Okay, so it's in right here. So this is Genesis 29 and verse 32. It said, Leah conceived and bare a son, and she called his name Reuben, for she said, surely the Lord have looked upon my affliction, now therefore my husband will love me. And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, because the Lord have heard that I was hated, he have therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Simeon, right? And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, now this time will my husband be joined unto me, because I have borne him three sons. Therefore was his name called Levi, right? I almost said Levi, like these Edomites say. In verse 35, and she conceived again and bare a son, and she said, now will I praise Yahweh. Therefore she called his name Judah, and left barren. Now this is what I want to deal with, because we know that the so-called white man is not the only Shemitic people on the earth, man. Okay? Because they come through Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. So they Shemitic too. But you got the Chinese and the Japanese are also Shemitic, man. Okay? The Arabs are Shemitic. The Syrians are Shemitic. Now, it's she had Judah, right? Now, when you go to Jeremiah 14 and 2, it's Jeremiah 14 and 2, and it reads, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. Let's look at this word black here. This word black here is quadar. Quadar.
Strong's H, 6937. Kader. Kader.
Now, when you scroll down and say black, dark, blackish, darkened, right? Be dark, right? This is what the word quadar mean here. Let's say, you see it say, i.e. dark colored, okay? Be black. Dark, man. That's what it means. Now, also in Job 30 and 30, it said, my skin is black upon me and my bones are burned with heat. Real quick, just want to show this. Now, I tell you that Judah is dark skinned, right? As a matter of fact, we don't even need this. Let me go back. So, dealing with Judah in Jeremiah 14 and 2. Now, let me get this. This is 2 Kings. In 2 Kings 24, starting at verse 10. Because see that the word, the name Judah, the word Jews, what they call the Jews today, is it's only one tribe, which is the tribe of Judah. But with the S on it is collectively the three tribes, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. I'm going to prove that. Now, this is 2 Kings 24 and 10. It reads, at that time, the servants of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came up against Jerusalem, and the city was besieged. Now, during this time, who was in Jerusalem? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And it say, verse 11, and Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came against the city, and his servants did besiege it. Right? It say, And Jehoiakim, the king of Judah, went out to the king of Babylon, he and his mother and his servants, and his princes and his officers. And the king of Babylon took him in the 80th year of his reign. And he carried out thence all the treasures of the house of the Lord, and the treasures of the king's house, and cut in pieces all the vessels of gold which Solomon king of Israel had made in the temple of the Lord, as the Lord hath said. Right? Verse 14. And he carried away all Jerusalem, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, because at this time the northern kingdom was elsewhere. This is talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? And he carried away all Jerusalem, and all the princes, and all the mighty men of valor, even 10,000 captives, and all the craftsmen and smiths. None remained, save the poorest sort of the people of the land. Okay? It says, save the poorest sort. And he carried away Jehoiakim, Jehoiachin, Jehoiachin to Babylon, and the king's mother, and the king's wives, and his officers, and the mighty of the land, those carried he into captivity from Jerusalem to Babylon. You see, it said the king's mother and the king's wives. When we came on those slave ships over here, we had more than one wife, man. Okay? Verse 16 reads, and all the men of might, even 7,000, and craftsmen and smiths 8,000, all that were strong and apt for war, even them the king of Babylon brought captive to Babylon. Right? Now, this is Jeremiah. I'm showing you about the reason I'm going through this because I'm showing you about these three tribes, which are known as the Jews today, or which are known as the Jews in Babylon. Now, this is Jeremiah 25 and 1. It's a prophecy of the captivity. The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Judah in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, that was the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, the which Jeremiah the prophet spake unto all people of Judah and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, from the 13th year of Josiah, king of Ammon, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, even unto this day, that there is 23 years, the word of Yahweh had come unto me, and I have spoken unto you, rising early and speaking, but ye have not hearkened. And Yahweh have sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened, nor inclined your ear to hear. And I always say, all his servants, the prophets, because this is the heritage of servants, Israelites. It say, verse 5, they say, turn ye again, now everyone from his evil way and from the evil of your doing, and dwell in the land that the Lord hath given unto you and to your fathers forever and ever. And go not after the other gods to serve them, and to worship them, and to provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands, and I will do no hurt. Right? Remember it said in Isaiah in Jeremiah 24 yesterday, it said the Lord gonna send the evil figs to captivity for their hurt, but the basket of good figs to captivity for their good. Because this is verse 25, Jeremiah 25 chapter. Yet ye have not hearkened unto me, saith Yahweh, that ye might provoke me to anger with the works of your hands to your own hurt. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, because ye have not hearkened, you have not heard my words. Behold, I just read to you in 2 Kings, okay? 2 Kings 24, when Nebuchadnezzar came in and took the land. This is Jeremiah 25 and 9. Behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, saith Yahweh, and Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and will bring them against this land, and against the inhabitants thereof, and against all those nations round about, and will utterly destroy them, and make them an astonishment and an hissing and perpetual desolation. So the Lord brought Nebuchadnezzar, and they took Jerusalem, right? Well, at this time in Jerusalem, it was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Now let's prove this. This is Ezra 1. I'm going to show you during this time in in Jerusalem when Nebuchadnezzar came and took the place. It was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which are known as the Jews collectively. But the word Jew is from one tribe of the tribe of Judah. Okay, there is no J's and E's in the Hebrew. That word Jew in the Hebrew means Yahweh. So right here, it's Ezra 1 and 1. Now, this is after Babylon was taken by the Medo and Persian Empire. Okay? This is Ezra 1 and 1. Now, in the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the word of Yahweh by the mouth of Jeremiah might be fulfilled, the Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, that he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom, and put it also in writing, saying, thus saith Cyrus, king of Persia, the Lord God of heaven have given me all the kingdoms of the earth, and he hath charged me to build him a house at Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Who is there among you of all his people? His God be with him, and let him go up to Jerusalem, which is in Judah, and build a house of the Lord God of Israel. He is the God which is in Jerusalem, right? This is verse 5. It say, this is verse 4. And whosoever remaineth in any place where he sojourn, let the men of his place help him with the silver and with the gold and with the goods and with the beasts, beside the free will offering for the house of God that is in Jerusalem. This same thing today, man. Same thing today. Listen what it say. And whoso remaineth in any place where he soldier, this is us right now, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, helping build the house of the Lord. It said, whosoever remaineth in any place where he soldier, let the men of his place help with the silver and with the gold and with the goods and with beasts, besides the free will offering for the house of God that is in Jerusalem. So this is what's going on right now spiritually. These men scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, you see camps everywhere, are building the house of the Lord. Now here's the point I want to make, because this is Ezra chapter 1. It says Cyrus, king of Persia. Okay, Medo and Persian Empire took down the Babylonian Empire, and Judah, Benjamin, and Levi were still in captivity. Okay, this is Ezra 1 and 5. This is proven to you right here. These three tribes is known as the Jews, because they was called Jews in Babylon, man. It say, then rose up the chief of the fathers of Judah and Benjamin, and the priests and the Levites, with all them whose spirit God hath raised to go up to build a house of the Lord, which is in Jerusalem. You see? And that's why it only makes sense, the Lord said, that he would raise up the tents of Judah first. It just makes sense, man. We know Yahweh the Messiah, came from the tribe of Judah, Hebrews 7:14, right? But it only makes sense that the Lord said he's going to raise up the tribes of Judah first, man. The tents of Judah first, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. It's Ezra 1 and 5. Then rose up the chief of the fathers of Judah and Benjamin, and the priests and the Levites, with all them whose spirit God have raised. Again today, man. to go up to build the house of the Lord, which is in Jerusalem, man. You see? You see it? Let me get this. Is there Ezra 4? Let me see. Yeah, Ezra 4 and 1. Now, when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity built the temple unto the Lord, power of Israel. You see it say Judah and Benjamin? These were the three tribes that was known as Salakia. These were the three tribes that was known as Jews. Look, it say Ezra 2 and 1. Now these are the children of the province that went up out of captivity of those which had been carried away, who Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away unto Babylon, and came again unto Jerusalem and Judah, every one unto his city. Okay? Now look, it said, which came was Zerubbabel, Jeshua, Nehemiah, Sariah, Reliah, Mordecai, Bilshan, Mishpah, Bilva, Rahum, Benah, the number of the men of the people of Israel. Okay? So, let's get this. Now, again, it said in Ezra 1, again, and this is what we're trying to tell you people, man. The so-called white man is not a Jew. He's not a Jew. He's a Shemite. He's a Shemite, but he's not a Jew, man. The word Jew go back to Judah. And in the Babylonian captivity, all the way to the Persian captivity, it was right here. It say, then rose up the chief of the fathers of Judah, Benjamin, and the priests and the Levites, man. These three tribes are known as the Jews. Now, let me show you something. Now I'm finna show you when you go to Esther, right? In Esther 3 and 8. Hear about this guy Mordecai. This guy Haman that came against Mordecai, right? Because this guy Haman, he hated Mordecai. So it's Esther 3 and 4. Now it came to pass when they spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them, that they had told Haman to see whether Mordecai's matter would stand, for he had told them that he was a Jew. Right? Now this guy Haman is an Edomite, showing you how these Jews is not the Edomite. I mean, these Edomites are not the Jews, man. These devils hate us. But what they did was took over our nationality, man, called themselves. Now, this is what the word Jew means, because there's no J's and
Strong's
E's in
H
Hebrew.
3064. Yehudi. Yehudi.
Now, it's Yahawada in the Hebrew, okay? It's Yahawada. Let's see what this is.
Strong's H 3063. Yehudah. Yehudah.
See? Yahawada. It's Yahawada. It's Yahawada, okay? Now, let's go back. There is no J's and E's in the Hebrew. It's Yahawada. So it said again, let's read again. Verse 4. Now it came to pass, Esther 3 and 4. Now it came to pass when they spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai's matter would stand, for he had told him, for he for he had told them that he was a Jew. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath. Hey, that's vocab Malone today. And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had showed him the people, for they had showed him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews. Now I'm going to show you that this Haman is an Edomite. And why want if the Jews today is the so-called white people? Why does Haman want to kill the Jews? And the Jew I just showed you in Ezra 1 is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, these three tribes. It said Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus, even the people of Mordecai, right? Here's verse 8. And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom, and their laws are diverse from all people, neither keep they the king's laws, therefore it is not for the king's profit to suffer them. Right? So here is Haman saying we need to get rid of these guys. Now this is the point I want to make, right? It say verse 10. Let's read 9. It say, if it please the king, this is what Haman saying to the king. If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed. And I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hands of those that have the charge of the business to bring it into the king's treasuries. And the king took his ring from his hand and gave it unto Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite. Now I say Agagite because he's from the lineage of Agag. Okay, it's a Hammedatha, the Agagite, the Jews' enemy. So today, if the Jews today is the real Jews, why is this is an enemy to Agagite? Which Agagite go back to the king Agag, man, right? It said the king took his ring from his hand and gave it unto Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, the Jews' enemy. And this is the point I want to make. The Jews' enemy, right? Now, real quick, let's get this word here. Agagite. See what it say. This is the point I want to make right here. Showing you that these people, this guy Haman, go back to Agag, and they are Edomites. And they are enemies to the Jews, man. This a strong definition say an Agagite or descendant, subject of Agag. Okay? You see? Adjective of a people of Haman, Amalekite. Amalekite, man. So these are Edomites that's against the Jews. Hold on. Again, it said, see, you peoples ain't reading, man. You peoples ain't reading the scripts, man. Again, it said, Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, the Jews' enemy. Now, when you go to 1 Samuel 15, Saul's supposed to put this guy to death, man. Saul's supposed to put King Agag to death, but he didn't. And Samuel did it. Now I say, let's read up verse. Now I say, right here, 1 Samuel 15 and 20. And Saul said unto Samuel, yeah, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord and have gone the way which the Lord sent me. and have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. Which, if he brought Agag, he didn't kill all the Amalekites, man. Because you wouldn't have no descendants, which is Haman, of the Amalekites if he killed them all, man. So if he took the king, you know he kept the king's sons and let them get away. It's just me as a man speaking. So his is Agag. Agag means I will overtop, which he did. It said Amalek shall be first of the nations. King of Amalek, spared by Saul, but slain by Samuel. You see? It's a Agag, a title of Amalekitish kings. So when you read about Haman, Haman was a descendant from Agag, man. He was known as Agagite. Let me get this in Acts. Now, it's Acts 13 and 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger, and Lucius of Cyrene, and Manael, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch and Saul. This word Niger, a nigger right here, Niger, show you what it means.
Strong's G 3526. Niger. Niger.
Nigger, black, okay? Of Latin origin, black, nigger, a Christian. You can't be no Christian if you're not an Israelite, man. Okay, let me get this in Acts. See, here it is in Acts 13. It called those Christians niggers, man. Dark skinned people, man. Acts 11:26. And when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch. Hold on. So right here it say, for the word nigger, black, which is dark skin, of Latin origin, black, nigger, a Christian. Come on, man. To be a Christian, you have to be a disciple. With the word Christian is a new speak term. The Hebrew word is hamashiachim. So here it is that it showed you in right here in Ezra 3 and 10, it say it said Haman, the son of Hamathadah, Hamathadah, the Agagite, the Jews' enemy. So here it is today. You got Jake talking about we ain't Jews. Well, the Edomites ain't Jews neither. Them small hats in our land ain't Jews, man. They Edomites. Now they Shemites, but they are not Jews. That's why they came up with Semitic, Jewish, and Israeli. Okay? Now Shemitic they are, but a Jew they are not. So they are Shemitic, but they are not Jewish, and they ain't Israeli. They Edomites. Okay? So that was the point I want to make, man. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Those three tribes are known as the Jews, man. The so-called Negroes, the so-called Jamaicans, and the so-called Haitians are known as the Jews, man. Judah, Benjamin, Levi. These are known as the Jews. But that word Jew is singular. Go back to the tribe of Judah, which is Yahweh in the Hebrew. There is no J's and E's in the Hebrew. So there is no word Jew. And Jewish, ish mean, they told you, I just read it to you, pertaining to or trying to be like the real Jews. And that's the so-called white man today, the small hats. So Lord was edifying, got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of great millstone who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, ready accepted or not. In the sincere salutation to all, I can pushing this truth and believing this truth toward the four winds of the earth, the entire world, wicked and hopeful elect. And shalom to our wives who are listening and learning. If your sisters who are listening and learning, Lord was edifying. Till next time, I say shalom. Wah, for tuning in. And Yahweh Shemala shall continue to bless you in your houses. Stay prayed up.